Hey guys, Little Gecko Productions here. In today's video, I'm going to be interviewing Echo Productions. Don't forget to click the subscribe button down below and check out Silas's channel at the end of the video.
Hey guys, I'm Silas from Echo Productions, and Ethan asked me if I'd be interested in helping him out on making a video about how to get clients as a young filmmaker. So here I am. Anyway, let's get into the video.
So how regularly are you getting client work? How often do you get freelance video work?
Well, I get actual client work quite regularly. Nothing big full productions all that as often, but I'm almost always editing some kind of client's video every day.
Oh, really? So you're
I've got this one client who I make. Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. So you're constantly working on client stuff?
Yeah, in some type of another. I have this one client who I'm always making these promos for. They want 30-second promos promoting different classes. It's a school, and it's some online school, and I always working on one of those. They take about 2 hours. So, and I've got a list of 20 of them I'm working on, so that's taking a while. And then I also, for them, they have a YouTube channel where they try to teach stuff, random stuff that has to do with the school, like math, science, writing. And their tutorials aren't all that great, but they have me I built them an intro, and I put that on the beginning, and then an end card. And so I'm on, those are pretty constant too. But then in terms of bigger jobs where I'm planning, shooting, and editing, that's kind of less often. I tend to have one of those going almost all the time, but no, I'm not working on them as much as I'd like to be.
Yeah, that's really cool. That's definitely better than what I have going. I just have, a few jobs every once in a while. I don't know. My situation's not where I want it to be, but.
Hey, you got to film a music video. I haven't done that yet.
Oh yeah, well, it was for my cousin, but.
Oh.
But
that doesn't count then.
Right? Yeah. No, but it was still a really good experience. But so you said you have this one client that you're doing a lot of work for pretty regularly, and then also you say every once in a while you're doing bigger productions and such. So then how do you usually find those clients? How do they hear about you? Do you reach out to them? How do you guys get connected?
Word of mouth is a big one. That's how you spread your name and your brand, and people start to hear about you. So you have to do a really good job for your clients to make them want to suggest you to other people.
Right.
I did a couple for free at first, but I knew it was for my local church, and I knew that these were going to be shown to the whole congregation, and this is a congregation of elderly people who own all the businesses around here, kind of thing. So I knew they were going to all see it, and so I got a few out of that. Nothing that really paid well, but I got a couple jobs, and then it just spreads because they're all local, and so the more you do, the more you have people telling other people about your work.
Right.
So word of mouth is a big one. I had a website. I'm working on building a new one, so that never did me anything. But I've heard from a lot of other people that it works for you.
And so is that pretty much the big one is just word of mouth is how you get the majority?
Yes and no. The other one is that my dad actually is a digital strategist, I think is the official name, where he goes and does he rebuilds websites and, helps them rank for stuff, which is where I learned a lot of my SEO skills for my YouTube channel. And so a lot of the time once I got good enough at video and had done jobs for other clients that were good enough, I started having him show them to his clients who he was doing the websites for. And they liked him, and so I got a couple jobs that way. I just trying to finish one for a local barbecue. That's my favorite one so far.
That's really cool. I guess it's just a lot of being at knowing the right people as well, and being mixed in with the right areas, I guess. Cause
yeah.
I've had just recently, it's weird how just things happen. I was getting my hair cut, and I was thinking, man, it'd be cool if I made a video for this barbershop. And then the guy was talking to me. He's like, hey, so do you work? And I'm like, oh, kinda. I make videos for people. And he's like, he seemed interested. He's like, oh, what kind of videos do you make? And so I told him about some of the client work that I've done that I'm more proud of. And he's like, yeah, you want to make a video for the shop? And I'm like, yes, I do. And
that's awesome.
Yeah, I know. So I haven't done it yet. We're still figuring out the dates and everything, but I'm really excited about that. That's gonna be my first actual client that's an actual business,
Yeah.
But what's also cool is, coming like from that, he has a niece who's graduating from high school, and he's like, oh, do you want to do her senior pictures? And so I just did her senior pictures like 2 weeks ago, and so it's just like, you get one job, and that creates more and more, and I don't know, that's pretty much how it goes. I feel like.
Yeah. Like something I like to do is like once you get a client though, is you want to get them to really like your video and or photography, whatever it is that you did for them, and get them like on the hook for more.
Right, exactly.
Like the first thing I did to pay for my new camera, my G7, when I had my like junky original camera, was I did photography for a real estate agent, the one who actually sold us our house. It's like, hey, your pictures are terrible. You want better ones? And so I did that, and like from there I tried to do a good amount for each client. So I did, I think, 6 or 7 houses for her. Like you were saying about being in the right place at the right time. It is like I was at the vineyard. I did a promo for a vineyard. Actually, I did 3 videos for the vineyard, but they do wedding. They have a wedding venue. So I went and said, hey, you guys need a video, like a wedding video promoting your guys' place, not just an actual wedding video. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I was talking to them about it. They have an actual wedding planner who works with them, but also works with all kinds of different wedding venues. And we were talking to her, so she was talking about having like 10 or 12 weddings this fall, and she does the expensive weddings where they pay $2,500 a wedding kind of thing, like for the video. And so it's just, you have to be in the right places.
Yeah.
And then talking about you said you have to know the right people earlier. And so like a big thing is knowing other filmmakers, especially when they think that they're better than you, but they also still have a decent opinion of you, because then they'll get a job that they just don't want, and they'll pass it on to you.
Super quick, I gotta interrupt. Do you do freelance work, or do you just kind of make videos for fun, or do you even make videos? Let me know in the comments below. So what's the biggest production that you've worked on, or like the job that you've done that you're like most proud of, that you're like, wow, this was super cool that I was able to work on that?
And nothing that I was like super excited to work on. Like, I mean, my first job, that was the one I was like the most excited for.
Yeah.
And I think I got like $200 for it for like 8 hours of work.
Dang.
Or something. No, 12 hours of work. So it wasn't like super great, but it's
Right.
not like super terrible either. But I was like so excited about it. And it was a promo for a local high school football team.
Oh, I think I saw that.
Yeah, I posted that one.
Yeah, I saw that.
Actually, on my
I just
YouTube
recently
channel,
watched that, actually. I was like,
they didn't have one and wanted a link. And it was okay. It was like, but it was kind of fun to make. Like, I really enjoyed that one.
Yeah.
Because first off, it's football.
right.
Who doesn't like football?
Right.
And second, it was like my first actual paying job, so I was like super excited about it.
That's really cool. Yeah. To kind of wrap up this whole video real quick, what advice would you give to a young filmmaker, maybe like a little bit younger than you or your own age, who wanted to start doing freelance work? What's a piece of advice that you would give to them?
The big thing and this is what everybody's going to tell them, you have to work for free at first, right? But something else is like, you have to develop your skills. Make videos you want to make. Make videos you don't want to make. But make a lot of videos first. Like, you see all these people who are just out of film school who are going to be older than them, who haven't been making enough of their own videos, that they might get the client jobs, but that they're not making like the high enough quality videos because they just haven't had the practice. They've spent all their time at film school learning like about old directors.
Right.
But they haven't like utilized practicing enough. They haven't practiced those skills enough. And that's a big thing, is you see people trying to get paid, but they don't have enough of a body of work or even practice to have a body of work. So I would say you have to make a ton more videos.
So thank you guys so much for watching. Click the buttons somewhere. There's going to be a lot. One of him, one of me, some videos somewhere. Really don't know where they're going to be, but check them out. Click the links. Subscribe to Silas. Subscribe to me. And I'll see you guys in the next video.